welcome the Empress of Tomorrow.
The following contest is an 8-woman battle royal, making her way to the ring from Osaka, Japan,
Asuka has won multiple women's championships. She won the first ever Women's Royal Rumble, even a former Money in the Bank winner.
Domination and intimidation personified.
The theatrics of Asuka are just a prelude to an amazing in-ring performance.
Asuka, one of the most dangerous individuals in WWE today, and prepared to prove once again that nobody is ready for Asuka.
Saxton, when's the last time you took flowers to the gravesite of those detestable inflatable friends?
I beg your pardon.
From San Jose, California, Bayley!
You know, there was a time where Bayley was actually one of my favorites. Now she's arrogant. She even ignores me in the hallway.
Oh, Saxton, don't you dare question Bayley's confidence. Ding dong, hello, she's earned that confidence. I witnessed her first several days at FCW. This is not only a different competitor, but a completely different woman. She is the epitome of ambition, a true role model.
Grown tired of being an underdog. She's tired of being overlooked.
Has toppled every foe that stood in her way.
The man is here.
Becky Lynch never backs down from a fight, and as a result, has earned everyone's respect.
And from Dublin, Ireland, the Raw Women's Champion, Becky Lynch!
Becky Lynch is ready for a fight and ready to put everyone on notice.
It is amazing in such a short period of time, Becky Lynch has become one of the most popular superstars in WWE. Here's the total package of women's wrestling. The Glamazon.
And from Buffalo, New York, the Glamazon, Beth Phoenix.
You know, the competition has changed so much since Beth Phoenix's heyday, but this is a new chance to test the mettle.
Oh, you're right, Byron, but Beth Phoenix was ready for the evolution before the evolution was ready for her. Tonight, Phoenix gets comeuppance.
The youngest Hall of Fame inductee in the history of WWE. She calls herself the EST.
And from Knoxville, Tennessee, Bianca Belair.
There is just a different energy when the EST is here.
A spectacular athlete, former star of track and weightlifting, Bianca Belair has next-level stamina and power inside the ring.
Without question, one of the absolute best in the women's division.
of the Australian duo known as the Iconics.
And representing the Iconics, from Sydney, Australia, Billy Kay!
Did you guys get a chance to look over Billy Kay's resume?
I did.
Pretty impressive, right?
You know what, Saxton? I was so impressed, I actually recommended Billy Kay for your job.
Well, let's not take it that far.
You don't have to be impressed for that. Billy Kay, extremely beautiful, extremely dangerous.
Byron, I talked to Billy Kay about you, and her quote was, "He's too dumb to function."
I find that hard to believe.
Listen, I didn't say it. I was just repeating what I was told by my source.
Good journalist.
Guys, I guess we can say welcome to Alexa's playground.
And from Columbus, Ohio, Alexa Bliss!
It sounds ridiculous, guys, but Alexa Bliss is seemingly invulnerable since she embraced the darkness.
And she's turned her back on her former allies, except for that Lily doll.
The same Lily doll that's right underneath your chair,
Wait,
Saxton?
what? What? Are you serious right now? Oh, you scared me, Corey.
Byron, is the old Alexa still in there?
I mean, I'm kind of wondering, but I don't really want to find out myself. And she seems happy.
And she's also about to turn the ring into her own personal playground. The Poison Pixie is here.
And their opponent, representing the Way, from Anaheim, California, Candice LeRae!
This woman's held the NXT Women's Tag Team titles alongside her quote-unquote daughter, Indy Hartwell. Interesting, unique relationship, but effective no matter how you look at it. One of the best high-flying women in all of WWE.
But now Candice LeRae has added a level of ruthlessness that comes with joining the Way. Here comes the Queen, the franchise, and the self-proclaimed opportunity.
The following contest is an 8-woman battle royal, making her way to the ring from the Queen City, the SmackDown Women's Champion, Charlotte Flair!
You know, the WWE Universe, at least many in it, believe that she's been handed title opportunities in main events.
Well, many of those same doubters live in their parents' basements, Cole. I wouldn't necessarily value their opinion. This is Charlotte Flair. This is the Queen. This is the opportunity.
So, Byron, from your parents' basement, what do you feel about Charlotte Flair?
First of all, I moved out last week, Michael. And second of all, I do think Charlotte's ego can be a bit out of control at times.
After everything Charlotte Flair has accomplished in her career, her ego is allowed to be as big as it possibly can be.
She's got an amazing robe.
Saxton, how have you not learned by now? You need to open the ropes for the Queen.
Corey, haven't you heard? I'm no longer on robe duty.
Oh, I didn't get that memo.
It is always an awe-inspiring sight. The ninth wonder of the world.
And from Redondo Beach, California, the ninth wonder of the world, China!
She is a bona fide trailblazer for women's wrestling. She's made history her entire career, especially during the Attitude Era.
Yeah, what a career Chyna's had, and of course her relationship with D-Generation X, putting her on the map. Former champion in her own right.
A former Intercontinental Champion, Cole, and a Women's Champion. She's held both the Intercontinental and Women's Championships in WWE, and tonight, Chyna looks to add to her legacy. Gentlemen, are you ready? I think Dakota Kai is about to get her kick.
I see what you did there. Look at that intimidating scowl. Byron, you look scared.
I am scared.
And from Auckland, New Zealand, Dakota Kai!
Ruthless attitude and ruthless kicks.
Half of the first ever NXT Women's Tag Team Champions.
You know, it's hard to think at one time Dakota Kai was the captain of Team Kick.
At one time, Byron, at one time. That included the entire WWE Universe, but how things have changed.
Dakota is no longer the captain of Team Kick. She's the leader and the ruler of Team Kick. And Saxton, you're off.
Dana Brooke is in action.
From Cleveland, Ohio, Dana Brooke.
Both a powerlifting and bodybuilding background, Dana Brooke hits harder than most inside the ring.
Pound for pound, perhaps the strongest woman in WWE.
How long do we have to keep preaching about potential?
There's no doubt she has beauty, there's no doubt she has power, but she also has brains.
Did you guys know that Dana Brooke has never lost a match on the same day that Byron Saxton had a date?
Really?
That's right.
Amazing
Byron,
stat.
when was your last date?
None of your business.
Exactly.
Well, the Masked Rider has finally arrived.
Now this is how you make an entrance.
And from Dallas, Texas, Ember Moon!
A woman who reinvented herself with her return to NXT and found a compelling ally in Shotzi Blackheart, winning the Women's Tag Team titles. Ember Moon always game, always ready, always focused. The first competitor to ever win both the women's title and women's tag team titles in NXT. Something tells me Ember's Law is about to be served tonight.
Here comes the evil genius of the sky.
Genius being the operative word.
And from Tokyo, Japan, Io Shirai!
Think about some of the accolades that Io Shirai possesses. She was a finalist in the Mae Young Classic, and held the NXT Women's Championship for over 300 days.
An incredibly impressive feat from a world-class competitor. The genius of the sky preparing to take flight.
Self-proclaimed most beautiful woman in all of WWE.
Self-proclaimed. Cole, would you listen to yourself? I'm sitting right here. I'm making the proclamation. We are all witnessing the most beautiful woman in all of WWE.
Corey, you're a bit biased.
So? At least he admits it.
And from Staten Island, New York, Carmella.
This is a woman who radiates high class in and out of the ring. How many people do you know who have their own personal sommelier?
Carmella's done it all. There's no doubt about that.
Former SmackDown Women's Champion, Money in the Bank winner, WrestleMania Battle Royal winner, and she even won Mixed Match Challenge.
A truly untouchable resume for an untouchable superstar.
Well, she's scary, all right. The Queen of the Scots.
And the best high flyer in the women's division.
Oh, some will say that.
And their opponent from Glasgow, Scotland, the NXT UK Women's Champion, Kaylee Ray.
I cannot believe that this woman was actually NXT UK Women's Champion for 649 days. That's ridiculous.
Oh, you better believe it, Michael. In fact, Kaylee Ray has referred to herself as the, quote, forever champion.
That's pretty incredible.
It is incredible.
Well, forever could all come to a screeching halt tonight.
Look who's here!
The following contest is an 8-woman battle royal, making her way to the ring from Moscow, the ravishing Russian, Lana!
Incredible heart. She never gives up.
Even after being put through tables for 9 consecutive weeks. But Lana's fighting heart will not be silenced.
Hey, I gotta admit, she inspires me.
To what, watch grass grow?
More than that, Corey. She
Let me
inspires
guess. Go on a date?
Hey, look, Lana inspires me to be my best self. She loves the reaction she receives from the WWE Universe, and I think she's gonna take that energy into the match, too.
On the big stage, here's Liv Morgan.
And from Elmwood Park, New Jersey, Liv Morgan!
Liv Morgan came from that hole known as New Jersey and now finds herself on the big stage in WWE. What an unbelievable turn of events.
Yeah, but the thing about Liv Morgan, Corey, is she's Jersey tough. There's no doubt about that. Successful career coming in WWE.
Here comes the powerhouse blonde bombshell.
And from Yorktown Heights, New York, the NXT Women's Champion, Mandy Rose.
One of the top competitors in the women's tag division.
How about the storybook romance that Mandy Rose had with Otis?
I'd rather forget those days, Saxton.
Why? It was true love. No doubt the highest profile win for Mandy Rose when she defeated her former partner Sonya Deville in a loser leaves WWE match at SummerSlam.
Oh my goodness, it's France's greatest export.
She's actually French-Canadian.
Same thing.
Oh, gosh.
And from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, Maryse.
Maryse had one of the longest championship reigns of all time. An A-lister in her own right.
Why does Maryse always feel it's necessary to inform the world that they're not allowed in her personal space?
Because Maryse feels necessary to inform the entire world that they're not as good as she is.
There's a humble attitude.
It's the sad facts of life, Saxton.
She has a very questionable attitude.
There's nothing to question, Byron.
The HBIC.
Head baddie in charge.
And Mia is always ready for a fight.
And from Fontana, California, Mia Yim.
Mia Yim with impressive performances in the first two Mae Young Classic tournaments.
Yeah, plenty of big match experience in NXT, competing at several NXT TakeOver events.
Ready to jump to that next level with a win here tonight. You know, when you think headline, a pay-per-view, who do you think of?
This woman right here.
Mickie James.
And from Richmond, Virginia, Mickie James.
A six-time champion. Mickie James, also a talented country singer.
Mickie James, talented in the ring, talented behind the microphone. Byron, one of these days you'll find something you're good at in life. Maybe not.
The lady is here.
Sit up straight, Saxton.
Okay, I am.
And from Paris Island, South Carolina, Lacey Evans.
Saxton, you ought to get a woman like Lacey Evans to keep you in line.
I'm good just the way I am, but I'll tell you what, her questionable personality traits aside, Lacey Evans has had some pretty incredible victories against top talent like Dakota Kai and Candice LeRae.
She's beautiful, she's dangerous, and she is as classy as the day is long. We are ready to feel the glow here tonight on the WWE Network.
Yeah, my favorite part of the night.
And their opponent from Orlando, Florida, Naomi!
Don't be blinded by the dancing and the crazy lights. Naomi performs extremely well on the big stage. I only need to take you back to WrestleMania in her hometown of Orlando, where Naomi captured the SmackDown Women's Championship. Then only 1 year later, won the first ever WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal in New Orleans. To be fair, Cole, Naomi's entrance has the same effect on Byron Saxton that a laser pointer does on a cat. What, cat got your tongues?
The epitome of destruction, a wrecking ball in the women's division.
The following contest is an 8-woman battle royal. Making her way to the ring from San Diego, California, Nia Jax.
Jax has ruled the women's division since day one.
She's held singles and tag team titles here in WWE and still wants more.
She's accomplished so much in her young career in WWE. The sky is the limit. She has the pedigree. Nia Jax.
And from Glasgow, Scotland, one half of the Women's Tag Team Champions, almost a superhero, Nikki A.S.H.
Inspirational or delusional?
I say inspirational, motivational, impactful. How can you not be a fan of Nikki A.S.H.?
Easy. She's delusional.
Such a Debbie Downer.
What does almost a superhero mean?
It means you don't need superpowers to be a superhero. You can be a superhero by just doing the right thing, by just trying your best, Michael.
So if you left the commentary desk, would that make you a superhero, Saxton? Because that's the right thing.
That's a bad example, Corey.
On the rise, and what will be a tremendous career, here comes Peyton Royce.
And representing the Iconics, from Sydney, Australia, Peyton Royce.
Well, she's one of the WWE's most skilled women's tag competitors, trying to break out as a singles competitor.
Peyton Royce said she's tired of sitting and waiting for her spot. She'll take it by force.
Well, Peyton can back it up with a win here tonight. Look, Peyton Royce extremely talented. Her attitude, that's something else.
She's been nothing but sweet to me, Saxton.
A massive presence in the women's division.
And from Rio Grande Valley, Texas, Raquel Gonzalez.
Alongside Dakota Kai, Raquel Gonzalez won the first ever Women's Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, and were the first ever NXT Women's Tag Team Champions.
Raquel Gonzalez, definitely a woman you want in your corner.
A true powerhouse of the game, physically outmatches everyone she steps into the ring with.
Hey, Byron, I think that there is a reckoning upon us.
I believe you are correct, and there is destruction to follow.
And from parts unknown, reckoning.
This is a woman with one clear mission: to destabilize the entire women's division.
You're absolutely right. Reckoning does not care if she wins as long as she hurts her opponents.
Have to imagine she'd enjoy winning, though.
Bad attitude right here.
Oh, that mask is scary.
Her opposition should be scared. Now the nightmare is real.
Rash, bold, and unashamed. Brutality has arrived.
And from Adelaide, Australia, one half of the Women's Tag Team Champions, Ria Ripley.
One of the most powerful women in all of WWE, set a new standard of brutality in her match against Toni Storm at NXT UK TakeOver Blackpool.
She became the first ever NXT UK Women's Champion. You know, some would call this confidence, others arrogance. That's the look on the face of Ria Ripley.
What we do know is that Ria Ripley is always prepared for any kind of fight.
The boat is here, the best of all time.
And from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, Natalya.
Well, Natalya represents a dynasty of sports entertainment.
Natalya has a great mixture of mat wrestling skill as well as pure power.
The Queen of Hearts is about to hold court.
Guess what?
What?
It's boss time!
I knew you were going to say that, Michael.
And their opponent from Boston, Massachusetts, Sasha Banks.
A Grand Slam champion in WWE, has won the Raw, SmackDown, and NXT women's titles, as well as the women's tag team titles.
How about the time she competed in the main event of WrestleMania against Bianca Belair? Arguably the best competitor in the women's division in WWE.
Saxton, welcome to the ball pit.
We're gonna get you some extra tokens, Saxman, maybe some extra cheese.
The following contest is an 8-woman battle royal, making her way to the ring from Oakland, California, Shotzi.
Shotzi looks like she'd be sticky to touch.
Well, she was a finalist on WWE Tough Enough back in 2015, but was medically disqualified.
fought hard to earn her way on the independent scene, recovered from that medical condition, and now she is right where she belongs, here in WWE.
Already a big following in the WWE Universe, Shotzi.
It's always better to follow a tank than have to face it.
Why don't you get up there and test that theory, Saxton?
Nah, I'm good.
Put your hair up and square up.
And from Chemung, New Jersey, Sonya Deville.
Highly proficient and highly dangerous inside the squared circle.
Sonya Deville about to square up on the big stage. Sonya Deville, such a force in the women's division, from Tough Enough in 2015 to NXT in 2017. What a name she's beginning to make for herself in the WWE Universe.
Oh, here comes WWE's Chief Brand Officer, the true authority around here.
And from Greenwich, Connecticut, Stephanie McMahon.
There's no questioning what Stephanie McMahon has done for our industry, but, well, some would say her personality can be abrasive at times.
You tell her that, Byron. Go tell Stephanie that she's abrasive.
She seems busy right now.
As tough in the ring as she is in the boardroom.
Hey, Stephanie. Tamina is a scary woman.
And from the Pacific Islands, Tamina.
That is a scary human being. She is ready for this big match, and she knows everyone backstage will be watching her make an impact.
Well, here comes the girl with the shiniest wizard.
A competitor that's shown she possesses tremendous heart from bell to bell.
A true inspirational superstar.
And from the Welsh Valleys, Tegan Knox.
Well, Tegan was betrayed by her former best friend, Dakota Kai, in the first ever women's War Games match.
All that says to me is that Tegan Knox simply isn't a very good best friend. Saxton?
I reserve my comment.
Saxton?
Well, a feel-good story every time Tegan Knox competes. Lightning from down under.
She's held the NXT UK Women's Championship and was the 2018 Mae Young Classic winner.
And from Gold Coast, Australia, Toni Storm.
Toni Storm has spent years honing her craft, carving her path to WWE by way of Australia. Time spent in Europe, even in Japan, before arriving in NXT and making a mark.
Tony really turned heads by scoring 3 victories in the inaugural Mae Young Classic. Actually went on to win the finals of the 2018 Mae Young Classic at the first ever all-women's Evolution pay-per-view.
The Queen of Spades is on the big stage.
It was just a matter of time before Basler got to the grand stage.
From Sioux Falls, South Dakota, Shayna Basler.
You know, some superstars get too consumed, too overwhelmed by the pressure and the scrutiny that comes with performing on the big stage. But when it comes to Shayna Basler, she feels right at home.
She'll punch you in the mouth and will never apologize for it. She'll make you tap out. She'll break your arm. She'll break your leg. She's the Queen of Spades.
Dangerously proficient, ruthlessly ambitious, has no respect for the competition. And when you're this bad, why would you?
Byron, go ahead and roll around in there with her. I want to see what she do to you. She turned you into a pretzel.
I'll stay right here.
Canada's greatest export has arrived.
And their opponent from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Trish Stratus.
From a manager to a groundbreaking competitor, you cannot talk about the greats in the women's division without talking about Trish Stratus.
And all of her opponents leave the same way, stratisfied.